National Football League. Brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil, as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. On the Dolphins sideline, Mike McDaniel at 42 in his 4th season now as the Miami head coach. On the other side, it is the head coach for Indianapolis. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. And off we go from downtown Indy. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule. To the 35-yard line. Here's Tua to open with a throw. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First down. A gain of 14.
A first carry here for Devon Achane. Room to run inside the 40. Whoa! The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be first and goal inside the 10.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal, Miami.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. Here's Achane. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Receiver in motion. Going right. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's got his big tight end. Darren Waller. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Dolphins have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ashton Doolin now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings us to the 33-yard line. Out come the Colts, and they are led by their big quarterback who's trying to find his way in the NFL. Year 3 for Anthony Richardson out of Florida.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves. New season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away from the big game.
Okay, ready? First set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
For a Colts. First down.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That one is caught by Quez Watkins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
23 more yards.
First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. That's caught by the first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indians.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession. And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. So, Greg, you look at these Dolphins. 2 years ago, felt like it was going in the right direction. But last year, 8-9, 5 games behind Buffalo in the AFC. It feels like an important season for everyone with the Dolphins.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest things Mike McDaniel has to start to realize, Mike, is does their regular season philosophy and identity, does that carry over when they have to go up north to Buffalo and some of these northern cities in the playoffs? And we've seen over the last couple of years, whether it was in Kansas City or when they go up north to Buffalo at the end, that high-flying, open, widespread speed attack has some struggle. So they need Tua to stay healthy.
And he will score. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Colts offense ready for their second possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. The play action. It's Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns, but still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down.
Go ahead.
Tua gonna throw. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First down, Miami.
44. Ready.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
All right, come on.
From the gun, here's Tua. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The second-year man from UCLA, Leatu, taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Third and long.
Brings up third down and 17.
They're right here.
Out of the gun, Tungo Bailoa. Left side in the hands of London. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
For the Dolphins.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The Colts offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try and knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a rebuild, right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule. And that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple of years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far as away as it might seem at the moment.
Hey, Greg, I've heard you say it once or times. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Well, both of the teams at the bottom of the division last year, Jacksonville and Tennessee, they've got number 1 overall picks as their quarterbacks. One who's been around for a bit in Trevor Lawrence and one who's recently been drafted in Cam Ward. They have to be number 1 overall pick performers for these teams to come challenge at the top.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And with Trevor Lawrence, Mike, we've seen him play top tier, number 1 overall, got a big new contract. And we've seen him play franchise quarterback level ball. It just hasn't been frequent enough. And then, of course, in Tennessee with Cam Ward, we're not sure what it's going to look like, but we knew in college he was incredible. So if they get the Cam Ward we saw last year at Miami, if he brings that culture-changing presence on and off the field in that locker room to Tennessee, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacksonville and Tennessee higher up that list.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. He'll be stopped after pickup of about 3. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 7. Looking to throw, Richardson. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up the first down after a gain of 7.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Colts first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Set to go now on first and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
That one good for 26 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Viking 18. Ready.
Throwing, Richardson. That's into the hands of Horton. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
And the Colts first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
They'll run here with Taylor. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot, hot.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's got another one. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1.
The kicker on.
And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. Ooh, nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly...
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. What a way to kick off the new year. 2 sacks in the first half of the opener. Tua. He'll get this complete. Nick Westbrook-Akine. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 23
They'll
yards.
come up here. First and 10.
Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 23
Here's
yards.
Tungo Bailoa.
First down.
The pressure is too much, and he goes down.
Tua Tagovailoa sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
Hill brought in motion.
Second down.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. And this is Keenan Allen. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chargers begin Jim Harbaugh year 2 with a week 1 victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Eagles begin their title defense with a victory in the season opener. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's Travis Etienne. He'll find an opening and take it in, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. The Jags with the lead in the opener at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Devontae Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the heck. I think you put Devontae Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing by the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, another guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball down the field to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick for the New York Jets.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the give, this is Taylor. Not much happening there, just a short game. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign.
Ready?
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Cowboy action.
Richardson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
From the gun on, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. Still going. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Tua.
The 2-yard line.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. H.A. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will cut the lead down to 4.
17.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more. So, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here? Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. For Warren, he had 25 touchdowns during his Penn State days. That is first in the NFL. point. It's up and good. And the Colts will extend this third quarter lead.
Dolphins 17.
I should probably sign it here, boy, because I got other hands.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one out wide to Achane. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It's uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. London brought in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work to just get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Formation for the Dolphins.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going.
Come on, set.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
Ready? They go right back to Taylor. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Richardson. Left side, that is caught by Warren. They will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
20-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, quick.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Get it. 18, pioneer.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Alec Pierce, touchdown, Indy. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. And this has been a really impressive performance.
Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough field.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their Week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had. It's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So, in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to Week 2.
Tua, give it to Achane. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 15 on that game. Good for us Dolphins first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Tua. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Cameron Bynum there defensively.
Here's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener. Sanders here for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Dolphins are able to cut into the deficit.
35. Dolphins 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Richardson to throw it here on first down.
Another really nice pickup there, Mike, and we've seen them continue to utilize him in the passing game really from the jump, and these are the kind of numbers you traditionally see out of a #1 receiver, but at least for this game here, he's been their #1 option in this offense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 4.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll run. This is Tyler Goodson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. and then 3. If possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
He'll go again here with Goodson. Attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. He's done it again. Back-to-back good runs. 19 this time. And another first down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Go! 70 Lions. Ready, right?
On the ground, it's Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Strike. Liking. Check out.
They'll hand this one off to Goodson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. The defense uses its 2nd time out here. And don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
First down.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. A carry here for Goodson. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
12-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. Running for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's a run with their tight end. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. Oh, he gets swarmed under. They meet him in the end zone. It is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
Automatic first down.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Go.
2nd and 11.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. So it's a win for the Colts. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.